Welcome to the channel on this day in MMA. Wanted to talk a little bit about the bare knuckle fights from last night. Really good fights. I'm starting to buy into it. It's going to take a while. One thing though, they're putting on a good show. It really is. They're getting good top names. Alvarez, Mendez, Rockhold, Perry, Mike Perry, all former UFC guys. Conor McGregor was there. There were other famous people there in the audience. Like, this thing is starting to get some traction. Chael Sonnen was there doing some broadcasting work there on the desk. This thing is definitely starting to pick up some traction for sure. The biggest thing is, though, it's not going to be an overnight deal. Like, this thing isn't going to get anywhere near the UFC status or anything like that for a long, long time. You got to think, the UFC's been around for 30 years. They've got this thing down to a science, down to an art form with the publicity they do, the investment that they put into these fighters, the PIs, all the social media stuff. They just have this thing down to a science. Bare knuckle, you just pretty much sign a contract with the guys, pick a venue, and have them go out there and fight, and you get a date when it's happening. There's really not a whole lot of, publication and backing and all that stuff with the fighters. I mean, they're just, I would think, at the top of the food chain there, money-wise. They just don't have the money to do stuff like that yet, like the UFC does. They probably have enough. I don't even know if they're making money on it right now. They might, they could be breaking even or losing money right now, just because of the payroll they got to pay out, the venue, all that kind of stuff. So it's going to take a long time before they get in any status, like the UFC. But I'm starting to like it, though. I'm starting to buy into it. And from what I'm seeing on social media and talking to people about it, there's a lot of people that are starting to buy into this thing pretty heavy. So it was pretty good fights. The Alvarez-Mendez fight was damn good. That really could have gone either way. I thought Eddie did enough to win, and the rounds are a little quick. That's a little bit different too. The round, it seems like the round starts and boom, it's like the round's over. It's a pretty quick round. But that was a great fight. That was a great fight. Two dogs out there with Alvarez and Mendez, man. Those guys are just big power punchers. I thought Chad was going to win it. I thought he was going to knock him out. That's what I had picked before the fight started. I thought Chad was going to be able to get enough done to get the win. But and the main event was good. Rockhold definitely looked a good, well, size-wise, I guess they're probably about the same, but he's definitely a good bit taller than Perry. Looked like he was bigger than him, on fight night. But hurt Perry a couple times, had that straight left jab and stunned him a few times, sent him back. But Mike Perry is just fucking so hard to put away. The guy has a fucking iron chin. I mean, you have to literally beat him down into the ground to stop him. I mean, it's fucking crazy. But the dude was made for this shit. Like, he's going to be their top dog there for a while, I think. Like, he's made for bare knuckle fighting. So that was a good Rockhold, he did bust his lip all open, man. His lip was all cut, knocked some teeth out. I mean, the damage is definitely a lot more than it is in the UFC. Even with those UFC gloves, though, man, you're hitting them guys with straight knuckles. Not only are you getting the damage on your hand, but you're also getting it on your face. So you get a nice clean shot, and that shit can happen, man. Busted lips, broken teeth. But it was a good event. Like I said, it's starting to pick up some more traction. Wasn't a huge fan of it at first. I was like, it's not really, but after seeing a few, watching a few of them and kind of, going about it, I guess, with an open mind and just looking into it and seeing how it goes, it actually seemed like it's pretty good. It's a pretty good publication. They got some real big name guys coming in, and it's done real well. It's done very professional, and I'm starting to buy in. I am. So I hope they get better. I hope they keep just moving along and getting good good guys to come in there and get some paydays and put on some good shows, and it should be a pretty good deal. So that's all I got. I just wanted to touch on that a little bit. I'm buying into it. I think it's going to be a good thing moving forward. We'll see how it goes, see how the next few shows go. But like I said before, it's going to take a long, 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 long time before they get anywhere near to sniffing what the UFC is doing. The UFC has put so much, they've put years behind this thing, and it's going to take years, like, to get anywhere near, what they're doing. So, but yeah, should be a good one. We'll look forward to you. We'll go over the Cejudo Sterling again. That's coming up, and the Burns. Oh my gosh, who's he fighting against? Having a brain fart here. The Burns fight, yeah, Cejudo and Sterling, and the Burns. Man, what the fuck, man? Why can't I fucking think of who he's fighting? I was just talking about it the other day, or yesterday. Oh, Muhammad. Jesus. Yeah, Bilal Muhammad and Burns. I don't know how to edit these things yet. I'm going to try to figure out how to edit some of the videos and stuff. You're just kind of getting it raw right at the moment. So I'm going to try to just keep doing it and try to keep getting better with this. Just for fun. I like talking about it. I like bringing stuff up about combat sports, mainly UFC, but the bare knuckle thing has been kind of on my radar a little bit, so it's been kind of good, and the shows have been good and everything. So, but yeah, we'll talk about that a little later. Y'all have a good one. See ya.